So we were just talking about Korean traditions before the break, and we were talking about how in dramas all the characters always have seaweed soup on their birthdays. And we were wondering, whether or not this was a tradition that, all Koreans abide by, or if it's just something from the La La Land of the drama world.
Well, we've actually done a little bit of research on this seaweed soup, which is also called miyeokguk. Now, it actually stems back from ever since the mother is pregnant with the child. So mothers need the nutrition, and the seaweed actually it's high in iron and iodine. So mothers tend to drink it during childbirth. And so it's basically kind of like the very first meal that mother and child has.
Yes, so it's just in commemoration of this, first meal. That's why children have it on their birthdays. It's to remember and to respect, their mothers, their parents who've raised them, who spent so long, so much time and care into it. And it's really nice that I think, Koreans have kept this tradition, from, say, centuries ago.
Yeah, I think so, because, you really don't see very many traditions that are being upheld very much anymore. And it's just really great to see this country has upheld these traditions so strongly. And that's, I think, one of the reasons why so many people have fallen in love with the Korean culture.
Yes, it's also very nutritious as well.
Yeah, go get some seaweed soup for your birthday. Yum.
So we're also talking about other things such as do people make their own kimchi?
Oh my god, that has got to be the absolute number one question that everyone ever wonders whenever they watch a drama or variety show, because they're always seeing them make kimchi. But do people really make kimchi at home? Is that really what they do?
There's always a kimchi special. But whenever they invite idols on to make kimchi, they always say, "Oh no, it's actually my first time making it." So why is that?
Yes, do they make their own kimchi, or do they just buy it from the nearest grocery store? Stay tuned, and we'll tell you after the break.
널 떠올리다 쫓아냈다 내 머릿속을 채운 의문 네가 원하는 것이 뭔가 소리도 없이 흘러드는 이 순간이 내 맘에 소용돌이쳐 I'm curious yeah 사진 속 네가 순간 걸어나와 지금 내 났다 사라져 어쩜 넌 이미 알았는지 모르지 내 마음은 애초부터 굳게 잠기지 않았었지 내게만은
범인 눈이 안에 있어 아무도 나갈 수 없어 너와 나 어떤 누구도 너의 모든 것들에 다 증거를 내 발견했어 너를 꼭 찾아내게
I'm curious, yeah. 사진 속 네가 순간 걸어나와 Oh, I'm so curious, yeah. I'm so curious, yeah.
Tonight Shane is in the house Oh, So give it up, give it up, give it up for Shine Give it up, give it up, give it up for Shine
So we're just talking about Korean traditions versus what K-pop fans think of traditions, and we're just talking about whether or not Koreans make their own kimchi, because kimchi is such a big thing. They say that 95% of Koreans eat kimchi with their meal at least once a day.
Every time that you walk into a Korean restaurant, if you don't see kimchi there, you know it's not really legit.
I've spoken to some Korean friends, and their parents do make kimchi, but I think it's more prevalent with mothers who don't work. I think mothers who do take full-time work, or the parents are working a lot, they prefer to just buy kimchi from the supermarket. But apparently a lot of mothers know how to make kimchi, so this might be a family recipe that's been passed on from, say, mothers to grandmothers to their children and so forth. But perhaps because idols have just gone into the entertainment industry in so early in their life, perhaps they
just haven't had the time or the opportunity to be able to teach themselves or learn how to make kimchi. Also, I think that the tradition actually each family has their own way of making the kimchi, and I think that kind of identifies their own personal family and the way that they want to make it. And I think that's really strong in terms of keeping that tradition. And kimchi is also now one of the World Heritage cultural traditions that is one of the most iconic in the world now.
Yes. And so our next question is whether or not these still hold true to Koreans living overseas. We've spoken about seaweed soup and we've spoken about kimchi. Do parents or do families overseas still take time to make kimchi, to make kimchi or to feed their children seaweed soup on their birthdays?
So, we'll tell you that right after this.
Ow! The twinkle, twinkle. The twinkle, twinkle. Oh, 숨겨도 twinkle 어쩌나 눈에 확 띄잖아 매일에 쌓여 있어도 나는 twinkle 티가 나 사람들도 다 빛나는 나를 좋아해 끝까지 경계해야 해 보석으로 친 너잖아
So we've just been talking about, Korean traditions versus what K-pop fans think of Korean traditions. We've just been talking about, seaweed soup on birthdays, or whether or not Korean families make their own kimchi. And now we're finally going to talk about, whether or not Korean families do still hold true to some of these traditions, but they're living overseas and they're not in Korea anymore.
So, Dot, do you have any friends, like Korean friends, that are currently living in Australia, since that's where we are, who maybe still follow these traditions, or even who don't actually follow these traditions anymore?
I have a couple of Korean friends.
Yeah.
Some of which introduced me to K-pop, actually. And their parents, their mother does make their own kimchi, actually. Because,
oh, really?
Yeah, but that's because she doesn't work. She has more time.
She's a stay-at-home housewife kind of thing.
Yes, that's right. And because she has her own daughters as well, she can use this time as, a family bonding time to teach her daughters, some of the traditions, or, whatever their special family recipe was for making kimchi. And hopefully, she can pass that tradition on to her daughters. So in turn, her daughters can also pass it on to their daughters, etc.
You see, as a K-pop fan, I'm kind of just imagining, like, on a Sunday afternoon, they'll just sit together as, like, a family bonding time, making kimchi with those pink rubber gloves and watching K-dramas on the side.
Or Sunday variety shows.
Oh, yeah, that too, like Running Man, and just, oh, yeah, I can just imagine that. How great would that be?
That'd be great.
Yeah. But do they actually do that?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure some of them do, but whether or not all of them do is another question. What about seaweed soup? Do you have